Hi.
Hi, are you sure this course is just for 2499?
Yes, and you know this is the only course with this expertise across the world.
No way!
Yes way. Don't delay. Enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Hi.
Hi, are you sure you can prepare for product based companies through this course?
Yes, sitting at home?
No way!
Yes way. Don't delay. Enroll now.
Geeks learning together.
Hello guys and welcome back to this amazing channel Geeks for Geeks Practice. This is Abhinav and today we are back with our next problem of the day, which is find k, the smallest element in given and ranges. So we are having the range problem, the interval problem it's a common problem, but the thing is that we have to find the k, the smallest element. That's the first thing. So this problem is basically comprises of two basic concepts. The first is the merge of multiple intervals or multiple ranges, and second, we have to find the k, the smallest element. Okay. So first of all, please let me know if I'm clearly audible and visible to you also, and we can start. Guys, am I clearly audible and visible to you all? We can start then. Okay. Okay. Guys, am I audible and visible to you all? Please confirm so that we can start. Okay, great. So let's start today's class, guys. So let me share the screen and let's discuss the problem. What's the problem statement? Yeah. So guys, you can see the problem here. The problem says the find the k, the smallest element in a given range. So guys, the first part that we'll do for this particular problem is that we'll be first merging the intervals that we're having. Okay. So first what we will do, we will merge the interval that we're having. Okay. Hi Rishit, hi. Okay. So देखो क्या करेंगे? Let's say we have intervals like this. Let's say the first we have is from 1 to 4. Okay. Second is from 2 to 5. Then third is from 7 to 9. Okay, so like if you will merge it, you will see it's simply 1 to 5 because this 4 and 2 are merging, and then 7 to 9. So first of all, what I will do, first of all, I will try to merge these intervals. So merge interval is a separate problem. I hope that you guys know. So what we'll do in merging an interval. So I will first make the screen. So I will write here a merge function. Okay, I will write here a merge function. That the main area of that function is to simply merge the given like a 2D area of the interval that is given to us. Okay. So I will write here a merge interval function here. If you will see how the function will begin. So what I will do, I will first have here that function will simply return that new range, okay, that new merged vector. So I will take that, okay, and I will name it merge simply. The first thing that will be there in this, it will be the interview. Okay, it will be that interview that we're having, or I can say the intervals. Okay, intervals that we're having. So I will pass that intervals here, and now this function will return me. This function will return me a new interval. Okay, that is a merged interval. I hope that is clear. Okay, great. So first of all, I will sort these given, which is given to us. I will sort these intervals. Okay. So I will solve this particular intervals. It will be simply like intervals dot begin comma intervals dot end. Okay, now guys, the next part that we'll be having is that we'll first see the current interval where we are. Okay, so let's say the current vector will be the first vector. Okay, so I will consider it as 0. So I will see that, okay, currently we are at the first interval. Okay, which is, let's say, 1 comma 4 and 2 comma 5. Okay, and then 7 comma 9. So currently I'm at the first interval, which is V. Got it? We are the first interval. Now hash is not much required here, I think. Hash is not much required here. Simply, first of all, you have to merge it. Merge the interval. Merge the interval is a separate problem. I hope you guys know. Okay. Now I will take here answer, like the answer interval where we will store our answer. The merged interval basically. Okay. And now we will simply iterate through it, and we will starting from the first index, because the 0 index we have already considered. See, I'm starting from 1 because the 0 I have already considered. Now see one thing, guys. Now see, if the ending range of this V, like this 4, if this 4, see, if this 4 is greater than the opening range of the next interval, if this 4 is greater than this 2, got it? That means they will be merged. That means they will be merged. So if it is greater than or in maybe equal to also to the interval, I will write it like this. Okay, then what will happen if it is like this? If the closing of that current is greater than the opening of the next interval or the current interval, what I will do, I will merge them. So my V of 1 will be, my V of 1 will be simply the max. Max means they go 2 or 4 max kya hai? It's 4. So maximum of that this thing, this 1 and this 5, this 4 and 5 ka max will be taken. Got it? The maximum of this 4 and 5 will be taken. Closing interval of both. Got it? So in dono ka maximum of this and this will be taken. So it will be the max of like V of 1 obviously, and this intervals of I of 1. Got it? And else, if it is not merged, like if it is not considering that merge condition, then what we will do? So if it is not considering the merge condition, I will simply push that particular, push back that particular V where we are currently, and simply move to the next interval. So now my V will be the next where we are currently. Okay, and at the last we will return our answer. At the last, we will also check a V so that the last intervals will also be inserted. Okay, so you can see, guys, this particular ranges, this ranges will become something like this, the merge range. So is this point clear? How we are merging it? Okay, it's a common basic question. Okay, now after merging it, now what do we want? So what we are having is we are having this range. So first of all, I will create another range. Let's call it intervals only. Let's call it intervals only. That will be nothing but merge of these ranges. It will be a merge of these ranges. Okay. Now, guys, what we will do is after this, after like merging this particular thing that we are having here. Now we have this merge interval here. Okay, this is the merge part. Now, like using this particular merge part, the next thing we will do, we have to return the answer. So I will take an answer. Okay, now we'll have for all the queries. So let's as you know that we have q queries actually. So I will take a loop of q. Okay, I will take a loop of q, and for every q I have to find the kth smallest element. The kth smallest element. Got it? You have to find the kth smallest element. So for that also we write a different function. So let's say that that function will be like the name of, we will first consider name of that function. So let's say it will be int find. Let's say it's int find kth. Okay, it's int find kth. That function will also have simply the intervals. It will first have the interval, and obviously that value k. That's all what is required, and also the value n. Okay, the value n is also required. The three things I will pass here. So like what will be passed here? We will pass here in the, let's say x. We will pass here find kth, and what we will pass? We will pass n. We will pass the intervals, and we will pass this that particular value of k. What is that particular value of k? It is nothing but our queries of I. Okay, and then whatever is the k smallest, I will push it. I will it, push it back into my answer, and then I will return my answer. Got it? Is this much clear? Now the main task is to implement this find kth function. The main task is to implement this find kth function. How we are finding this kth value? That's the main task. So guys, what I will do? See. So now what we have is it. I hope that this much is clear. Okay, I hope that this much is clear. I will simply go through all the intervals. I will simply go through all the intervals. Okay, simply for all the n intervals. So actually this n will be changed now. So wait, the value of n will be changed. We have a new intervals now. So we will have n is equal to intervals dot size. Great, great. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Rishit. Thanks, Rishit. Thanks. Yeah, we have to do this. Okay, great. So amazing. Now what we will be doing is, I will first check. Let's say we have to find the second value. So you can see that second is occurring in in the middle of this first range, because the range is 5. You can say the range is from 1 to 5, and we want the second smallest number, so it will be inside this range. But if that value k will be greater than this range, you can see in this part. Let's say you have to find the seventh k smallest number, but this range is just for 1 to 5, means you cannot find it. So what will happen if the value of your k, is greater than your current range, means the current range is that intervals where you are. Let's say you are at interval of I1 minus interval I0. So you are currently at this particular interval. Okay. So the range of that interval is having this much numbers. That particular interval is having this much numbers. If your k is greater than this number, means it cannot be there. Okay, but if it is less than equal to that number, see, if it is less than equal to, then you will simply return its number. Else what you will do, if it is not, you will simply subtract your k with that particular value. And we prefer the ABS, ignorant type of problem. Okay. To see, let's say that you have to find the seventh smallest value, but you can see the first interval is just having 5 digits. So if it is having 5 digits, it cannot have seventh smallest value. So you will ignore that, and you will subtract that 5 from your k. The 5 elements are already skipped, getting or not? So that will be subtracted from it. That 5 elements are already skipped. It will be subtracted. Got it? But else what will happen is that we will return that particular. So let's say now we have to find the second smallest value. So means the second value of that particular interval, the second value of that particular range. So the second value, how we will find? Take the starting point. See, take the starting point of that interval starting point, and then simply add there the value of k minus 1. That's okay. And if no such interval is there, simply return minus. Okay, so that is something what we are doing in this particular case. Okay, you can see uh, there are some typo errors actually. There are some very basic typo errors. Okay, it's done. Let's submit it. Okay, so the problem is done. So guys, that is how we are doing this particular problem. You can see the time complexity and space complexity is same, just like it is having here. Okay, so you have Q because we have to take Q queries answer, and it is go see, N is for that query. Okay, so Q into N because every query is taking the order of N time complexity. You can see this find function will take order of N time complexity and every query, and this N log N is for actually the sorting. You can see here the sorting is happening. Okay. So the merge function is will take n log n time complexity, and every query will take n. So it will be n log n plus q into n, and space is q. Okay. So that the same time complexity is there. I hope that it is something clear to you all. Let me share the code in the comment section. Okay. Yeah. Great. So that's all for today's video, guys. Thank you. Let's meet again tomorrow, like for the next prominent day. Till then, thank you. Happy coding. Keep growing. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye. GFG कर लो हो जाएगा.